All right, what's up? What's up? I hope y'all can hear me good and see me good. I got my phone propped up on the bed. I am not sitting at the table. Um, so yeah, I hope you guys can hear me good. I know I'm probably looking a little rough. I done took a shower, exercise, and everything. I washed my hair, but I need a retwist, so that's why this scarf is thrown on my head. So that's already that. And then I put this shirt on and I put it on and looked down and it was holes everywhere. I mean, clean. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just got the shower, just got done exercising and walking and all that good stuff. So I'm just still looking still looking like but first of all, good news. I have lost more pounds. I am almost out of the 200 club. Okay. And we just working on this baby weight and rebuilding myself and getting myself back together. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying? I know how to, get that process started. But, you know, going through the process of being able to manifest in your life, that's the only hard work in life. The only hard work is the work you put into yourself. Nothing else is hard. Like, trying to be the man or woman that you want, need and want to be, trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you trying to do, like meditating, exercising, anything that's self, like, that's always a lot. Like, I'm just now getting to a groove of getting up and exercising every day. Like, my body still be, tired and stuff. I still got, some, weight in certain places and stuff. But kids, it's certain spots, like my legs got a little smaller and stuff. Like, they still got the craters and stuff. But, it's coming on together. We did not come here to talk about weight loss. But I'm just like, I tried to make myself look like something. Okay, that's why I put my scarf on. You feel me? Because I was going to put my bonnet on, and I was looking at the other video, and I'm like, bonnets just, we be wearing them things, like, but y'all should have seen me growing up. A scarf was my best friend, like, just putting something on my head, period. That's why I'm, like, so ready for my locks to be touching the back of my neck so I can feel like something crawling on me. That way, that's how you know it's long enough and I can be able to do stuff with it. But welcome to today's video. Like I said, I hope, look at that. You see what I'm saying? I need to go ahead and just retwist my hair. Like I said, I washed it, but I didn't retwist it. And with my hair still being in the short stage, it ain't doing nothing but sticking up on my head and I look crazy as hell. Okay, so we gonna get these messages though. Okay, we are growing together. We are getting this together. So today's topic is control your emotions. I really hope y'all can hear me, because like I said, I got the phone propped up on my bed and I just feel like the microphone being covered. But excuse me. So control your emotions. This right here, I say that to everything, but everything is golden. Okay, when you building yourself and eliminating stuff and getting to where you need to be, everything is golden. Okay, first of all, controlling your emotions, being the bigger person, being bigger than the situation itself, just to have the power and use the power when something is going on and you remove yourself and you step back and that is a lot. That takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like keeping your mouth closed when you want to open it. Like, it take a lot. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Emotions. Now, y'all already know when I give definitions, I do get them off of Google, because I like to get Google's definition, and then I like to give my points and explanation, because, emotions, a natural instinctive state of mind deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationships with others. What did the ending just say? Your emotions are basically controlled by your circumstances, mood, and other people. So today we're going to look into taking control over emotions and not letting your surroundings have the power to control you. First of all, stop wearing your heart, feelings, and emotions on your sleeve. That saying is saying, It's the same thing as you wearing a shirt with long sleeves, right? Like I got a shirt with short sleeves, just in case anybody watching don't know what I'm saying. So if I was wearing a long sleeve shirt, the sleeves wouldn't stop right here. They would come down to my wrist, okay? So you wearing a long sleeve shirt and you can see the designs on the sleeves, right? Just say it was some hearts, or crosses, anything, just designs on the sleeves, right? And your heart feelings and emotions are the designs that's on that shirt. And everybody can see that. That is not good when everyone can see your heart feelings and emotions on your sleeves. It's not good. Why? Because you're not going to always meet, oh, hi, I'm a good person. I love to help. I will give you all my money in my pocket and your best friend. You're not going to always meet them good, nice, kind-hearted people. You are going to run into, like I said in the last video, them energy drainers, them leeches that y'all need to be aware of, okay? And these are the kind of people that don't need to see none of that. They don't need to even know you. But you definitely don't give them nothing to feel like they can get to know you. Because first of all, we change every day. We're always changing. The older we get, every year, stuff goes on in our life. Life changes. We're constantly changing, okay? So, if you're that type of person, like I said, that wear your heart's feelings and emotions and stuff on your sleeves, then it'll be easier, as I just said, for people to hurt you and play you and possibly feel like they know you and get you trapped. It's like showing everyone your hand when you playing cards. For anybody who don't know what showing your hand is, if you familiar with playing any cards, whether if it's spades, goldfish, I declare war, Uno, whatever, you always hold your stuff up like this so nobody can see what you got, right? So that's showing your hand. If you just like this and showing everybody, then you know what I'm saying, what you think is going to happen. They going to know how to play you, how to test you, how to do this and do that. And that's why they feel like they know you, just because they know you are an emotional creature. That don't mean you know me. The first step is to eliminate toxic people out of your life. Sometimes it can be hard to control your feelings if you feel like that toxic person is someone you love. This happens all the time when sleeping with the wrong people. For example, if the person you sleeping with is a cheater and every time he or she cheat, it does something to you that'll cause you to seem crazy to others when it's only uncontrolled emotions. A good example for this, a man cheating on you or doing you dirty, doing you bold, and you putting sugar in his tank, burning his clothes, hitting his car, popping up at his mama's house, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff, you basically a Christian Rock, right? All of that's like, we may look at her and be like, this girl crazy and stuff like that. And you can do some crazy things. You not crazy. You are letting people make you crazy because you not taking control of yourself. If somebody don't love you, you do not be no Christian Rock. You gonna make yourself crazy. That girl done lost a tooth, having a baby, all kind of stuff. She's going through so much, and she done so much stuff, and it's worldwide. That makes it even worse. And she's crying. Every time you see her, she crying. She this and that. You know what I'm saying? It's not good. It's not good. And what do? He sit back, he play her, this and that. He smile, he laughing, and he know what? That she not going nowhere. So it's not good to let that be, something that's easy for everybody to mess with and play with. Alakai, can you get out and close the door, please? Thank you. I'm recording. Let's see, where was I at? Okay, some things I was saying, you might fight that person or whomever they were cheating on you with. You might burn their clothes up. You might start drinking, doing hardcore drugs or whatever because you're tired, but you allowed yourself to deal with the drama because you think that y'all love each other. So that was basically what I was just saying. But because you think and you feel and stuff like that, and the other person is not thinking and feeling that. So these are the kind of things that can happen. Let's see. It could be your sister, brother. They probably always treated you different or hate you, and they always doing and saying petty things, or they do grimy things like make sure you not on the wheel if your parents is old and dying. And the only reason why I say this because a lot of people, let's be honest, they don't have wills made by the age of 25, 35, or even 45. Some people still be having kids at 45. You know what I'm saying? So you will be constantly changing your will. So majority of Americans, or just not even Americans, just people period, they do not have life insurance and wills and stuff set up. So, and they seem like everybody always wait until they, dying and stuff like that to start doing stuff. So, like I said, your brother, sister, or whatever, they might, make sure you're not on the wheel or whatever if your parents is old and dying and stuff like that. That's real petty, and that's bold, right? Because everybody deserve it. If you are a sleeve type person, which is wearing your emotions and stuff on your sleeve, that means you always let everything your sister or brother do get under your skin, and you always ready to fight and argue with them. And I'm just saying that for the example I just gave, okay? So it can be co-workers, caseworkers, family, friends, literally any and everybody can affect your mood. This is why you change your environment and the people in it. This is why you remove them out of your life if they hurt you, disrespect you, play you, or always bring in drama, BS, and toxicness. The next step is think about how you were feeling. Well, next thing to think about is how wearing your emotions on your sleeves feel. I can say it like that. Basically, how did you feel each time you were wearing your heart, feelings, and emotions on your sleeve for a person or a situation? Let's think about because I know after people go through stuff, for the people who don't utilize their brain after things be happening, they are the ones who die the same and they never learn any lessons, right? So for the people who go through stuff and you sitting back like, how did I go through that? Why did I go through that? How did I get here? And how that made me feel when I did, just thinking period opens up doors. So if you are a thinker, so in situations where you let the other person and they mess get the best of you, or maybe some things in life got the best of you, did you like the person you became when your emotions are not controlled in any of that situation? So let's talk about some times where, I didn't get all the way hold of my emotions and stuff during situations. So I was once I was facing eviction, weeks waiting for court. I was stressing out about, where I'm gonna get the money and, also all those things. The car was down. So, I'm like, dang, if I do get evicted, I'm gonna drive off. You know what I'm saying? I do have kids, you know what I'm saying? So just worried about a lot of stuff, facing eviction and stuff like that. So I wasn't handling the situation right because my emotions wasn't under control. Like as soon as I got the letter to go to court and everything, my heart racing, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like that's signs right there. Like just looking at that, even though it wasn't even, it's just the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I'm just instantly like going crazy or whatever like that. So I was being fearful, worried, stressed, crying, couldn't sleep, mad, and I allowed myself to have a dark cloud over me. And these were all things was coming from not controlling my emotions. So instead of letting that, stress me out and stuff like that, like I should have been still getting up every day, exercising, doing my videos, recording, take care of my life and doing everything because I know I'm protected. I know I'm good. No matter what happened to get me where I'm at, I know I will be able to bounce back and move forward and everything. So I should have been doing that and still getting myself together and taking care of myself and stuff and knowing that I was going to be straight. But what did I do? The total opposite. I was fearing. Oh my God, where I'm gonna get the money from? I was worried. I was stressed. Like I said, I wasn't getting sleep and everything. And then that makes you feel like you broke and stuff when you feeling like you struggling and stuff. And then you calling that to you because all of that is energy, right? So now it's starting to show in my life even more like I'm struggling, I'm broken, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? because I wasn't in have that stuff in control, and then I'm acting like I forgot that I knew that I'm straight. I knew that I'm set. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? God not gonna let us down. Our ancestors stuff not gonna let us down. So, and then, like I said, I ended up growing a dark cloud over me because it made me, you know, argue with people around me. It made me, I'm always mad all of a sudden, like, you know, or I'd be smiling and then I instantly, you know what I'm saying, get upset or get this and that, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm blaming everybody. Like, it was bad. So first, I always say, if you can do something about it, why worried? And still, even if you can't do anything about it, why worry? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even find a solution to my problem because I was letting the problem win. I don't like how I felt, nor I didn't like how I allowed life situations to break me down. So that's, you know what I'm saying, facing eviction and stuff like that. That is stuff that people rap about that brought them down. You know what I'm saying? Damn near living under the bridge probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these type of situations, if you let it, can break you down and can keep you from moving forward and getting to the solutions and stuff like that. So, I picked myself up and I got myself together, of course, and I cleared my mind so I can think of what I can do instead of sitting in depression and pity parties. So my remaining time, I put my spirit warrior coat on and I got to work. I spoke my affirmations over myself, my family, and my situation. I did put my energy and my blessings for a breakthrough with rituals and crystal work. I put energy on receiving clients and ways for money blessings. I told my mind, we not about to let life win. We not about to let this problem overcome. And I'm taking control over my emotions and picking myself up. I'm not about to sit there and let myself worry this and that and acting out over how I'm feeling and stuff like that. No, we're going to do what we know to do. We're going to do what we teach people to do. I come on YouTube and speak to people and give advice all the time. So we're going to follow that same advice because if it works, it's working, right? You know what I'm saying? So why am I doing what I'm telling people not to do? And like I said, it's easy to do that because we're humans and it's easy to fall. But that's when you got to grab that power. And as soon as that stuff happens, nope. Take myself back, take my power back. Let me get this under control. Because a lot of times, 99% of the times, we cause our own pain, suffering, struggles, and our own problems. You don't think so? You don't think that it was your fault that whatever upside down mess you're going through right now is not your fault? For example, because this is something that I'm healing from now, having casual sex, like I always tell y'all not to do. And my last baby that I just had, you know, I had him. And I had him in the midst of me already was getting my life together from my second child, losing weight, going vegan and doing all of that stuff. And then getting to my music. And you know what I'm saying? I was up here and I was doing good. And then I opened the door for that man. Then I kept the baby. And then he left me pregnant. He don't claim the baby. All this extra stuff. All the drama that came with it before, you know, me and him stopped talking completely. All of that stuff. And now the after effect is me losing this weight. Because this is what I'm going through now. So I'm losing the weight. Finding myself again. Getting out of depression. Doing all of that stuff. Then I'm trying to remove the struggles that I end up accepting. And like just so much stuff. And I wouldn't have been here in this predicament, in this situation, if I was not having casual sex. Even if I'm going to date, I need to do it without sex. Why? Because I have to make sure that you don't, not just me, you, everybody. Like, we have to make sure that we're not giving ourselves to the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to see when someone is wrong when you hopping up on them without intention and stuff. Because like I said, love grows. So even if that person don't love you, you might think you love them, and you know, and now you accepting shit that you shouldn't be accepting or going through. So like I said, I told myself we gonna overtake this, and I, you know, grabbed my took control over my emotions and picked myself up. So first of all, no matter what I know So first of all, no matter what, I know God wouldn't let me and my kids suffer. And remembering that I am blessed and I am protected. The day of court, I was blessed to be able to put $1,000 down. And then they ended up rescheduling the court date anyway, which gave me time to come up with the rest of the couple dollars I owe, which is only $590. I also suffered from repairs from my apartment because I have no heat here, and we were suffering from mold and stuff like that. And all those runarounds that they gave me turned into me moving into a working unit with no repairs needed. So now, I only got a couple dollars left to pay. That's about to get paid. And they're going to put me in a new unit so I don't have to feel like, okay, I got to, because it is like, for one, I got kids. I should have heat. I shouldn't have mold. Like, it's just all kind of stuff. And everything is working in my favor. But my favor couldn't come through because I had the dark cloud, because I didn't have control over my emotions and how I was feeling. And I just was letting it eat me up. If I have another event in life like this, prayerfully I don't, the first thing I'm doing is not letting my emotions think for me. I don't like depression. I don't like feeling like there is no way. I'm going to figure out solutions and keep my energy in high spirits, knowing I'm going to pull through, knowing I am blessed and lucky, and everything works in my favor and happens for my growth. And as long as y'all keeping y'all mental like this, you will be good. Another thing, I was also the other woman before, which is what I was just telling y'all with this situation. This is why I say date with intention and stop having casual sex. You wait until you meet the right person, not marriage. People marry the wrong person all the time. So, like I said, I met this guy, and 2-3 months later, I was pregnant, but I didn't know I was pregnant. And around the time me finding out I was pregnant, magically this girl that he had popped up as well. So you can see just from that how far the drama and stuff went, and how much stuff that, I had to go through. So, of course I started, getting into my feelings and everything like that. And especially once you're pregnant, it's even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I just let them get the best of me the whole thing. And it's nothing like the eviction. Like when my emotions was over control over me over the evictions, it's different because it's dealing with another person. So the eviction was a life situation controlling your mood and your emotions. But this right here is a person controlling your mood and your emotions. So now there's someone to see your weakness and emotions and toy and play with you because they can. They gain power over you and you let them. So also in a month of finding out I was pregnant, that's like I said, the girl starts pop up. So now the fairy tale ends quick now, right? So now shit gets real. So because before we found out I was pregnant, like I said, we was together every day. So this right here was bothering me, because if we was together every day, you know that you are the dad, right? Why would you take me through this? Why? Because first of all, I let them, right? I didn't take control over my emotions, because if I would have took control over my emotions in the situation, I would have been walked away whether the baby was able to stay or not. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. When you let people have emotions, control over you and your emotions and stuff like that, you can, in situations and dealing with people, you can lose your power to walk away. You give them all the power. It makes it harder for you to see and think clearly and all of that stuff. Then that's when I started getting treated differently, especially when I noticed, no period and everything. So like I said, what I should have done was got the abortion and walk away. But no, I was deeply in my feelings and my emotions were on my sleeve. So I did not handle the situation as I should have handled it. And this is what I be saying, y'all. Y'all have to take control over yourselves and your actions and what you doing and how you feeling and all of that. You just have to. So like I said, it got to the point to where the drama was definitely tearing me down. And also, him and his family was blocking my money. I remember around the second month going over there, they started saying like stuff like, oh, I feel like I got a curse on me. I can't make no money, or my money this, my money that, right? And like I said, before I met him, I was up here. I was doing good, lost my weight, going vegan. I was doing everything I was doing, and I definitely was not struggling or having money problems. So I had, gifted them with a sage stick and everything like that. But literally, I kid you not, within that month, that next month or so like that, I literally started struggling out of nowhere. I started having money problems with my money flow. My money flow wasn't coming in. I wasn't having, like, it really was getting bad. And this is also like, even though this part is what I be saying, I feel I may have talked about this before. So I know we're talking about controlling your emotions, but when people life is rubbing off on you the wrong way as well, you need to remove yourself and remove them, because there's no way just because you broke and I'm hanging with you and now I'm broke. And that's why they say you can't get no water in the desert. So if you wanted to be a millionaire, you don't hang with broke people, you hang with millionaires. So they can rub off on you. Their energy can rub off on you. Their thoughts can rub off on you. How they do things, all that stuff can rub off on you, so you can be a millionaire. Because if you want to be broke, then you keep hanging with broke people, right? So this just lets you know that him and his family and everything about that situation was just toxic and just was messed up, right? Because on top of the drama and stuff we were going through, not only that, but y'all also making me broke because of y'all life and y'all ways and stuff like that. But I didn't have control over my emotions and my feelings and stuff, on top of me being pregnant and stuff like that. It had me being in a situation to where I'm like a Chrisean Rock, except for I wasn't doing too much. But, I definitely got into, like, we had fights. I was about to fight the other girl one time, you know what I'm saying? Had me out looking dumb, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just pregnant, like, just everything was about it was just bad. Like, and then you sitting up there, like, trying to get the attention of someone who don't even really care about you and your attention. Of course, we know that, which is why I tell people too, if you just trying to hook up with somebody, you should let them know, so they can have the option to be like, okay, we just hooking up one night only or whatever, and then or nothing. But like I said, in our new lessons, we're not doing no casual sex. So even if somebody did tell you, hey, I'm just trying to have sex, we're not doing that, right? It's opening up too many doors for bullcrap, and we're getting too used to that. But that would have been nice, for the old me, because then I could have been like, okay, I know this person only wanted sex anyway, so it don't even matter how I feel, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was in my feelings and my emotions. I was wearing them heavily. Like, anything happened, I could cry. Like, anything he did, it hurt me. Like, it was just bad, right? Especially when, it was somebody else in the picture as well. So just from dealing with all of that stuff, like, oh my God, that stuff just so crazy. But I mean, I was, like I said, I was fighting him. I almost fought her. I was, going over there all the time. Like, it just had me in a place where I was like, I couldn't do my music. I couldn't think straight. I was, like I said, I was falling in depression. Then I started gaining unnecessary weight than just regular, oh, she pregnant. Like, it just was getting real bad. So, where I'm at, this thing net, why I say everywhere. So, it's just like letting them have control over my emotions and stuff. It definitely took me down and through there. Let's see. Okay. Like I said, it definitely makes you do things that you wouldn't do, make you say things you wouldn't say, make you be in predicaments that you shouldn't be in and stuff like that. So, I'm just really like, cause I write down everything that I want to say, even if it's something that I can just speak to you, cause I already know what I'm gonna say for that part. I just still write it all down. So this part is really everything I just was covering with the guy, and he don't really need that much light here because, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure it's some people on here that has been the other person before. I'm pretty sure it's some people on here that had pregnancies with someone and they left. I'm pretty sure people know what it is dating somebody that's a cheater and stuff. So, you know, you can get how all of those can mess with your emotions and, you know, can control you if you don't let it. But yes, like I said, the outcome of that was being depressed and allowing myself to fall. My hair, I had to cut it off. Just, you know what I'm saying? And I never would have been in that predicament if I would have, you know, been, you know, using intention and everything. Let's see. So we are right here. Good spot. Good spot. So the flags, and wait, let me make sure. Okay, yeah, this is a good spot. So the flags and the things to look at and to look for if you need to work on controlling your emotions. And I want to say controlling your emotions and breathing helps you think and overcome any situation in person. So, do you get easily upset? Anger and attitude issues? Do you get jealous or envious over other people, life, and material things? When you see something they got and you go, I wish that was me. You probably can't find your own flow of life. Do you have self-pity parties? Do you cry about everything? Do you stand up for yourself? Are you fearful? Are you shy? Do you get frustrated easily? Do you blame others for certain situations? Are you always ready to fight instead of talking? Is it hard for you to talk to people and get your point across, or do you let it bother you? Do you lose sleep or always got the problem on your mind? When you let the impulses take over, it brings nothing but pain, blockages, no friendships or relationships that'll be successful. Your health will deteriorate, you lose sleep, you lose yourself, your life ends up in shambles, and you stay in problems. Life with your emotions controlling you leads you to craziness, lost mind, and death, whether you dying mentally, physically, or spiritually. You are bigger than any situation or negative person. You are bigger than life. So you take life by the hand. Don't let it take you. You are worth more than diamonds, and your peace is important. So you don't let nobody have so much power and control over you. You be happy and you be happy, and if life throw lemons, you make lemonade by controlling your emotions. You stay sane and happy and be the solution, not the problem. Remember, life is not hard. It's what you make it and allow it to be. Stop settling, for a stressed life and be the change you want to be and see in your life. Take control over what you can control and let God do the rest. Speak affirmations daily over yourself and your life. Learn from your mistakes and move on. Don't get stuck. Don't be depressed. It may seem hard, but we all have to do it. Get your ass up, dust yourself off, and get yourself and your life together. Work on your emotions and remove yourself from environments and situations that could trigger your emotions. Remove people out of your life that can trigger your emotions. And when you come across another situation or a person that trigger your emotions, you keep self-control and handle the situation and be bigger than that person. Sometimes you can be too good for people, so don't just let anyone in, especially to destroy you. So, if you are dealing with someone that has you putting sugar in tank, breaking windows, fighting other women and men and doing this and doing that, you need to let that go. If you are dealing with someone that every time y'all see each other, y'all ready to fight, y'all fighting and argue, you need to let that go. If you are dealing with a job and every time it stresses you out, you live in pay to check, you check to check, you getting into it with coworkers, they playing you with your money, just whatever it is that will make you, anything that makes you mad, that makes you sad, that makes you upset, that makes you jealous, that makes you envious, that makes you any of the things that I talked about when I named out the different flags to look for. Like, you remove yourself, you remove that person. And just say, if you ever date again after being healed from a cheater, let's say that, because you know cheaters play with a lot of emotions and stuff like that. What do you do when you come across this again? The first thing is, I'm not about to cry and be sad and fight him or the other, or the girl or him, whatever. I'm not about to do none of that. I know what this leads to. I know what this is. I'm just going to remove myself. Even if you had to shed a tear when you removed yourself because you was feeling this person, you go and you shed that tear and you get that out of your system because you know what this is going to do to you down the line. You know what I'm saying? You dealing with life situations like evictions and stuff like that, and going to court for anything, or you know, you just lost your car down, like whatever life situation is, you know, like I always tell y'all, I always give y'all real examples from stuff that I went through and stuff like that. So a lot of times I may not think of any other example right off the bat, because when I was writing these and giving this advice, it was because of things that I've went through. And I know that the things that I've dealt with that guy is the things that women go through all the time. And we lose ourselves over this all the time. Men too, you know, dating no good women. Like, we lose ourselves. Our body, deteriorate, our looks deteriorate. We look different. We start looking like what we went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be depressed, we just be down, like everything, like, and then the stuff that you go through with that person, like you would never put sugar in people's tank, burn clothes, be crying and stuff, and or you on the phone with that person or face to face with that person, why don't you love me? Why don't you? I don't get it. I do like, you know what I'm saying? And then you just wouldn't be in these situations. And whatever you are going through and whatever you are experiencing and you seeing like, oh yeah, my emotions do get the best of me, or this person or this situation is getting the best of my emotions, like, you need to nip it in the bud right now and start taking control over your emotions and over yourself, because you will not be able to get no business done, meet no business people, get no connects. You're not going to be able to do nothing in life without your emotions being controlled, without having your emotions under control, especially if you somebody that anger easily and stuff like that. Like, you're going to make it hard for people to work with you, deal with you and stuff like that. Like, it don't just be, you know, from other people hurting you and stuff like that. Your emotions could make you the problem. It don't even have to be somebody else was controlling your emotions, like, you know, a toxic cheater or something like that, a man or a woman that ain't no good, and they know you ain't gonna go nowhere because you gonna keep coming back. Like, not even them type of people to control your emotions. It can be that nobody can, you know, got control of your emotions, not even you, but your emotions push people away. Your emotions bring bad luck to you, because you can't never get no opportunity because of they like, oh, this person is like this, and you might not even be that person. You just need to get your emotions and your feelings and shit in check. Get it under control. Everything shouldn't be pissing you off, even if it's something that's a piss off type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying turn the other cheek, because sometimes you need to slap somebody. You know what I'm saying? But let's make sure you need to slap somebody. Let's make sure it costs for you to be raising your blood pressure. Let's make sure, you know what I'm saying? Should you be wasting tears? You know what I'm saying? Like, you dealing with a heartbreak and stuff, and you just crying, you sad. Oh, I can't eat. I can't get this person out my mind. I can't, like, get control over yourself. First of all, if this person was Prince Charming or Princess Diana, you wouldn't be going through this, right? Not saying like if they've got to be perfect, but I'm just saying, we don't cry over spilt milk. That mean that spilt milk, that wasn't the right one, that wasn't the right person, you know, just all kind of stuff. Like I said, life situations, you don't let that get the best of you. You're running behind on bills, you're trying to get the kids back and forth to school, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. Like, what we have to do is, and I'm going to always say this, 99% of everything you go through is because of you. You made the choice to be in that situation. You opened the door for something that put you in that situation. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? Or you never got your life all the way in alignment, so you barely making it when you supposed to be up here doing something else probably. You never know. Like, I'm telling you, everything that happened in my life where it had me struggling and crying and stressed out and stuff like that, it's because I opened the doors for stuff that I shouldn't have been opening the doors for. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times I noticed when I was getting myself together and I was building myself, I will always fall backwards because I let a guy in. That's going to be on another topic or whatever like that. But I'm also going to write something out for women who suffer with that, because that is something, you know what I'm saying? And it happens to men too. It can be men too. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a woman, so a lot of my stuff going to come from me being a woman. But best believe, if the shoe fit, wear it. So if this advice can work for you, whether you a man, woman, alien, no matter what, then it's for you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just, you know, a female thing or a male thing. This is a thing, period. So like I said, in order to be the solution to problems and in order to be bigger than a person, you have to get your emotions, feelings, and heart and stuff under control and in check. Okay? So when you facing something and you like, for example, everything that I've dealt with so far, if I ever have any experience like it again or anything, the way that I'm going to handle that person in that situation is going to be flawless. Because first, I'm not about to all of that extra stuff. That's not going to be me. I'm not doing that. I'm not coming back crying, sad. I'm telling you, that's why I said, think about how that made you feel. When I was going through that stuff with my last baby daddy that just left me and stuff like that, I swear to God, I felt like I was sleepwalking and somebody else was living me, and I just woke up like, dang, how I got here. When I tell y'all, like, never felt this way before. I'm like, oh my God, like, I feel like I'm so in love and this person don't love me. I'm just like, oh, I'm so hurt. I'm crying. Can't get him on my head. I don't like that. And I didn't have no control over myself and my thoughts. And it was even worse because I was pregnant. When the first thing I should have thought of when I was thinking about crying over that person, I should have thought about, well, we know that he was cheating on the other girl with you. So who else could he be sleeping with? So why would you be crying with somebody who's not for one person? He's for everybody. You know, that's one. Why are you feeling like the world is over for somebody who don't feel like the world is over for you? Just all kind of thoughts that I could have thought to make me be like, all right, girl, you need to bounce back. But like I said, when you just used to, it's like a kid, you know, it's like not learning how to control your emotions and stuff as a child, and it shows in your adult life. And that's all we be doing is acting out and doing childish shit. So I hope y'all enjoyed this topic about controlling your emotions. My background always it's just got a little noisy and stuff. I hear some music in the background. So hopefully that, like I said, I hope y'all can hear me when I cut this off. That's the first thing I'm doing is turning my phone all the way up and make sure this sounds good. But tune in for the next topic, and I love y'all.